Generic greetings and welcome back to Prison Architect once again. In the previous episode we built this cell block and got it mostly completed. As you can see, it's a standard 2x3 cells with one bed and one toilet, and I might grade them. I might put some of them with, say, like a radio or maybe a bookshelf in, but we'll see how that one goes throughout this episode. The shower is mainly done as well, but we do have certain things to finish, mainly the pipe work and such. It's quite high capacity. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. So what? 4, 8, 12, 24 times 2, 48 in total. So that's quite good, bringing our total capacity up to 114 prisoners. But that also includes, I believe, the protective custody and the death row. So either way, nice, good episode. This episode, we will be progressing on, so we need to do a couple of things. We need to finish off this cell block, we need to extend the kitchen, we need to add more phones, we need to do phone taps, and I have actually remembered to actually put this guy in, this snitch, in protective custody, but I can't do it yet because, well, as you can see, he's still on the bus. In fact, we've got a couple of people around here, so we've got a lot of things to... Hang on. That guy's got visitation. Even though he's got permanent lockdown. That's interesting. He's in visitation there. There he is. Can you see him? And lockdown permanent, yet he's seeing someone in visitation. That is it. That is strange. We haven't actually put the flooring in here, and I don't know what flooring to put in. Maybe fancy tiles would be the way to go, so I will plan them off. I'll plan them off on both sides, just so I remember. I also want to go to deployment and then guard patrols, and set up a guard patrol for this side and also this side. There we are. And that should give us some nice line of sight. I know we should really put in CCTV, but actually, yeah, that is something we should do. Actually, we should probably put in CCTV rather than that. So we'll not bother put someone in there just yet. We'll have a CCTV. Danger level is going up, and that is quite dangerous because 28 prisoners have serious complaints. 28 have staff have serious complaints about the job because I'm guessing food. Let's have a quick look. If we go over to our needs, you can see there's a high warmth need as well as exercise, family, and sleep need. A lot of these will be on this bus because they spent about 3 days on the bus because of all of the trucks, so yeah, and then we can see we've got a massive food need there as well. So the only way to fix this, as far as I can see, is just to dump all of these trays, which is a very, 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 very risky thing to do at this point. But it does seem to work if you dump all of the trays. There we go, and there was another set of trays going somewhere. There's a stack there, which we can't actually touch. Oh no, we can touch it, I think. Dump. There we go. And we'll see how it goes. So I've dumped all of those food trays, and what will happen is that the food trays will be bought and then brought in. The problem, obviously, is that we've got a very, very... we've got a bit of an issue because of all of this stuff coming along. Eventually, the truck will come along. We'll see how it goes. It did say bye, but we haven't got it yet. Either way, we are now getting some more prisoners. So there you go. Look, there's a mix of low and medium risk prisoners, or normal risk prisoners. I like to call them medium, and there's more as well, as you can see. And we've got also the trays here as well. So let's just see if the trays have been refilled. There you go, look, stack of 39. That's the way to fix it. Just delete all of the trays, and then it rebuys them and refills it, because essentially it doesn't move the stack, it moves the stacks around, which is always an issue. So just rebuy them. It tends to fix the problem. So that is good. Excellent. So hopefully, yeah, danger level is flying right down, as you can see. So 22 staff have serious complaints about the job, but that's because they haven't had their break yet to fulfill the food need. And in terms of prisoners, several are suppressed and compliant. I don't know how they're suppressed because we've got no armed guards or anything like that. I don't know. Either way, more prisoners getting searched, as you can see, all naked in the reception. And yes, shakedown time. We've got a total of 28 guards. However, I think because of what we've just received, loads of prisoners, we're now up to 114, it is probably best if I actually change that. So yes. Right, we have ex-law enforcement. We've also got another ex-law enforcement somewhere, I believe. We've got an instigator, things like that. What I'm going to do is... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I think we found something, do you? There is a tunnel, and people are fighting. Yep, Normal speed there. Oh, yep, that's getting a bit violent now. Yeah, we found the tunnel. We did actually find a tunnel. Interesting. I'm going to stop the stop the shakedown because it's causing us a bit of a problem there. But that's why I wanted to do the shakedown, because I knew there was a high chance of a tunnel being dug. But we did find it, which is good. But look how far it got. It got quite far. So I think it is time we build a perimeter wall, because a perimeter wall will hopefully resolve this issue, or rather make it a lot harder for them to tunnel. Now, we could put a perimeter wall in a couple of places. We could put it on the main edge, or we could put it here. Now, which is the best way of doing it? The problem that I have is this, right? This is where we've got the water boiler. Now, this water boiler means that we don't have a double fence, which is why they're tunneling down across there. Because if they had to tunnel under this way... Actually, no. One wall, two walls. If they tunnel down, it would be one wall, two walls, three walls. Yeah. So it's actually more efficient for them to go along and then down. And also it means that they can meet up with the other dormitory if they decide to do that. So putting a perimeter wall along here would be good, but the main one is right on the outside, the perimeter, unsurprisingly. So what I'll do is I'll wait for the rest of the workmen to finish off this and get all of the pipework put in, which should be done shortly. What I haven't done actually is gone over to mid-sec. Oh, I have done that. Excellent. Let's go over to intelligence and informants, and we'll check you, Fletcher. So, lockdown permanent. Actually, change his designation to protective custody. Lockdown permanent. Hey! And where's the other one? There he is there. He hasn't even been brought in the prison yet. Matt Burgess, prison number 1265921. And it's snowing. Oh, look at that. That looks very nice. Very, very pretty. Very pretty indeed. Right, so have they done this? No, for some reason they've just missed bits out, look. There's like little bits that have been missed out, I don't know why. Anyway, so we'll go to concrete tiles and we'll place concrete all the way along. Like so. And that will allow us to get this cell block done, essentially. And we went with what flooring was it? I believe it was mosaic in these, and I don't know why. There we go, all the way along. And I think this has been received quite well, actually doing the flooring before moving on to the next bit. I know it means you don't get like a very big progress in terms of more prisoners, but you get a better one because, you know, it's actually finished and you don't have to come back and such. So I think that's important. Anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of dirty uniforms there, isn't there? Yes. What we need to do is just check temperature for a start off in reception. Yes, I thought that might be the case. What we're going to do in reception is actually have some sort of water heating, because that's where a lot of prisoners tend to be. And also, we need to put some heating in the visitation, so we'll sort that out by putting a water boiler here and then running hot water around the place. I don't think there's a heating need for the staff, actually. I've never really checked. There is a comfort environment need. Comfort. Most of your staff spend their entire day on their feet. Occasionally they will want to relax. Giving them somewhere nice to sit while they are on their break is a good way to relieve this. Okay, an environment, messy prison. Okay, so it's not heating. You don't need to do heating, whereas this one, there is a warmth need. Yes, okay, fine. And there's a bug. When I zoom in over here, I can hear the utility flow of water, which has now been fixed. Okay, as long as you zoom into the area and then open and close the tab, this tab here, it fixes it. Right, we'll go for intelligence, informants. This guy, he is protective custody, permanent punishment, and nobody else really is there that we need to protect. So we will have now 6 protective custody prisoners, so we can't have any more. That's quite worrying, actually. Oh, That guy's got a notebook page in his cell. Interesting. What I'm going to do is go around these guys, so Tyler, Dreadboy Collins, and just check to see if any of them would like to join. What tab is it? It's in experience, I'm pretty sure. Our information solution systems. No, they do not. I also didn't put the flooring in here. I forgot to put the metal flooring in. That way, and that way. There we go. I should hopefully fix that. And this is a cold area. We don't have it warm. Oh, there you go, look. That guy is... Oh. I was going to say that guy is having a bit of an issue because he's flooded his entire cell, but that's because someone... me. I didn't put the grate underneath the drain. This guy, look, that's working fine, that shower. That guy, not so much. Good job there's nothing electrical around there that's really important. I mean, the radio is electrical, but it's probably run on batteries, so it doesn't really matter if it gets wet. It just breaks, doesn't electrocute people and all sorts, and a wooden stool, so that just won't matter either. But to be fair, I think the books would be a bit soggy. Anyway, it looks like we need to just check our deployment here. We can see that the deployment for this thing is pretty much okay. We don't have enough dogs, is what it's telling me. I don't think. Dogs. No dogs there, no dogs there. Yeah, we don't have enough dogs for some reason. The problem, I'm guessing, is I've got 8, and there's 12. It's because some of them will be on break. Some of them with the dogs have extra needs for sleeping. So, yeah. That's what's happened there. Right, electrical cable. We will connect electrical cable up to this water boiler. And then what we want to do is get some radiators put in. Probably there and... Actually, yeah, there and there would be just fine. And I think probably there and there. On the prisoner side, maybe? Yeah, because they won't ever go into them corners for the radiators. And that should be okay. We haven't got one in here, but we don't need one. But I will... because I can put one in this corner, just to give a bit more ambient heat around the place, you see. There you go, look, everything's been 8 there. We've got 55 food trays. That's perfectly fine and acceptable. Right, so we will just go over to flooring, and we need to obviously put in the floor again around here because they tried to escape. I will do another full shakedown tonight because I know they only got halfway. I will max speed this and let the workers crack on. While we're at it, we're going to go to phone booths and place phone booths all the way along here and turn it round and all the way along there, and then same on this side as well. So get some more phone booths in the place. We just need to check our deployment in this area as well. It doesn't go all the way along to that side, but it's not too much of a problem. It's fine. We can see that 4 prisoners are unable to be assigned to a cell, which is strange. I don't know why that would be. Is it because they tried to escape and they've been upgraded? Let's have just a quick look at my policy. Serious injury goes up. Yeah, your sec goes up and murder goes to max. So what will have happened, I'm guessing, is... yeah, there you go, look. You can see our normal capacity for the normal risk prisoner, medium risk, is 48. However, our actual count is 52. So what's happened, I think, is that when these escape, these medium risk prisoners, they've been found out and then they try and charge and then they do some fighting. Bit of the old ultra-violence. It's not too ultra-violent, but it's a bit of the old ultra-violence. And their security rating has been upped to medium, which is why we're now 4 over. That makes a bit of sense. I don't know if it is entirely true. I don't know if that's actually what has happened, but it seems about right. Either way, we will keep an eye on it and see how it goes. So, as you can see, the prisoners aren't eating here. Remember, last episode, we changed the regime, so it was... I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with it at all, but if it works, then, you know what? I'll be fine with it. I'll be totally fine with that. You can see that the minimum security gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 hours of work, whereas the normal get a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of work, plus they both have an additional work lockup. So if they've got a job, they go to it. If they don't, they get locked up. That's what that is there. A couple of people have said about yard time, we don't have any. Yes, you are right, we don't have any of that. Also in the yard, James Headland, ex-law enforcement, killed. Ah. Well, I'm guessing that was the one that I've missed. Wow, look at all these guys. These are now really, really high risk. Interesting. Yeah, that's something I just missed out. I never noticed it. He's dead for being a snitch, I'm guessing. Hang on. Yeah, killed for being a snitch. Okay. Intelligence informants. Snitching ex-law enforcement. I didn't spot that. I either missed it, or what I think has happened is he was one of the ones that had an unknown set of traits, and I just didn't know it. And that's what's happened there, I believe. Don't have any confidential informants. And no potentials neither. But we might get someone these come in. So that's problematic. What is also problematic is that we don't have a holding cell, which means if there's any prisoner that can't be assigned to a cell, they won't be able to. Well, they won't be able to be assigned essentially. So what I'm going to do is have an area around here that'll be for protective, not for protective custody, for just a holding and radiator as well. I don't know if we'll be able to fit a radiator in there, but well, we'll be able to fit it in. But whether or not we'll be able to connect it up is a different matter. Although no, it looks like we should be okay. Certainly, this left one should be fine. The right one, we'll see how that one goes. This will be. That's another death. Why is there another death? I'm guessing it's another snitch problem. Oh! Killed by rival gang member. Okay. I do have gangs on. I just didn't notice that we had any. Okay, right, hang on. Gangs. We have 2 gang members. There you are. There they are there. And that guy was gang member. Belongs to a gang. Doesn't say what gang, but they are a gang. So they'll have been green or red, because obviously we've got 2 blue. Okay. So we got some standard snitch murdering. Standard, as if that's like everyday commonplace thing. Well, it is in these prisons. But on top of that, we've got some gang violence. Interesting. And very brutal. So, hot water. We need to run some hot water. I've been wanting to put this hot water in for quite some time since we've really missed out on this. So hang on. Let's just run that. And that will be fine. Okay, there we are. So, that should get that sorted. This will be a holding cell, which doesn't have a toilet yet, but they'll get on with that. They'll crack on with that. We have got metal detectors here, which is fine. What else do we really need? Well, this is pretty much sorted. What I want to do is go to perimeter wall and place a perimeter wall pretty much all the way around. Now, this is expensive. In fact, it is 27 grand just to get that one done. Wow, okay. I think it is important, however, that we do this entire row. If we don't do that, we get more escapes. It's all bad. And bad isn't good, obviously. Unless it is. Unless you're using some weird language. Actually, that happens all the time, doesn't it? Oh, that's bad. You mean good. You mean bad good or good bad? Yeah, exactly. Right. So, we should get on with the grants, really. We need to have 10 prisoners pass the foundation education course, which we got 40%, so that's 4 prisoners. We need to have 1 prisoner pass the general education course. We'll see how that one goes, if at all. We need to produce 30 license plates, which we don't have a space for in this facility. However, we will be able to get cell block D, which is 20 grand. Currently got 18 grand. Which is a nice chunk of change. However, by the time we get the rest put in, I don't know how far that will stretch, to be honest with you. We will have to see. Now, is that one not mortared up? It is not. We've got this radiator at the bottom, and I don't know if it'll reach. We'll see. You can see the hot water getting a bit darker there. The temperature goes down. There we are. In terms of the temperature and everything else like that, it seems to be working quite well. It seems to be doing okay. Here is the perimeter wall. Currently working free time. Just need to check our needs here, and as you can see, there is certain needs that are not being fulfilled. Most of them I can't really touch. Things like the drugs, alcohol, spirituality. Drugs, alcohol, spirituality, I can't do anything about, really. Oh, spirituality I can. It's just the alcohol and drugs I can't. Actually, that's a lie. I can. The way to fix the alcohol and drug problem, and I say fix in sort of like quotes, is to not do any shakedowns and have in your policy, you have a policy of if you're found with weapons, tools, luxuries or drugs, no punishment. And that is a way to do it. I don't think it's a good way to do it, because all that happens is you get more alcohol and drug dependence, and then it just means you've got issues there. So that's not the best way to do it at all. But it is one way. Anyway, looks like we've got some people in the holding cell. Obviously, the holding cell does need to have some water pipes ran, so we'll run a pipe up like so. And that'll be that fine. Obviously, it's got hot water as well. I don't believe a holding cell has a grade. No, it doesn't. But you do have temperature. Look how hot that is. Wow. That's 51 degrees C. That's fairly warm. Why is it so warm in there? 20 degrees. Perfect. 51! That guy's sitting. He's been overheating and suppressed, look. Status effects, overheating. I didn't know you could overheat something. Bloody open a window or something. Hell's bells. That is insane. Right, okay, what we'll do... we'll have to dismantle something. We'll dismantle these ones, these radiators here, because that is a little bit warm. Like the kitchen, you can understand, because it's a kitchen, right? I mean, it's got people in there, and, you know, there's lots of stoves and stuff like that, but... wow! I've never seen that. 51 degrees, 102 degrees Fahrenheit. Is it because this water boiler, this big water boiler is on its, like, opened? I think it's because it's open, that water boiler. If we closed it off, it might be better. What sort of temperature are we talking in here? It's only 29 in here. So why is it 50? Okay then, fine. It's a bit warm. Okay, shakedown. So, we do need to do full shakedown. Find out different things. See if we've got any... oh, look, a range should be flung in. Very good. We do need to sort that out as well. Yeah, so we need to find what people have got. There's cell phones and such. If we go to 24 hours, you can see most of it will be flung in. That one has been thrown in there, but it's had a bit of a journey. Look at that. Yeah. We've got brought in. We've got stolen. Detected and brought in. Smuggled, thrown. Yeah, most of it's thrown in. We know there's a problem with the security of the prison. We're just not entirely sure what to do about it. I mean, we could put a gap across, like a thing across here maybe, and then stop them going to this edge, but it's a bit of a nightmare. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, perimeter wall is done, as you can see, so if they want to tunnel down, then by the time they get here, it'll be a very, very tough dig for them to get through, and it means that hopefully the dog patrol will be able to detect them. Speaking of dog patrol, we want to run some walkway all the way along. Obviously, it's expensive, but it is worth it going to the end. Okay. So, we got 3 minimum security and 3 normal security prisoners coming in. What I'm going to do is get a guard. I'm going to shove them in the holding cell here. And I want to just pause it for a second. There's several people in here. And a lot of them have got certain needs. But I think it is best... Why is the sick all over the floor? I don't know. I don't know if it's best to... Let's just assign a guard in there. I don't know if it is best to have a... There's a gang member as well. have these downgraded and get them back into these cells? I don't think it is. I don't think it's a good idea at all. What we do want, though, is essentially a dog patrolling here. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Right. So, a couple of things extra. Object. Oh, that'll be in utilities. Phone tap. Want to put 2 phone taps next to each other. The reason for that is we're going to have several phones and we want to be able to listen to quite a few of them. Obviously, we've got CCTV as well, so we do need to play some more. Yep, there's more fighting. The gang member has ripped his shirt off. I reckon there's a bit of a gang fight going on. Let me just sort this CCTV out. CCTV there. And we do need to put CCTV in here and here, but we'll see how that one goes. Right, so back to normal speed. You can see there is people fighting. That's the gang member with his shirt off. There's a death. Wow, okay. Killed for being a snitch. Yeah, it's another unknown trait. Wow, I'll tell you what, the gang members are really not messing around, are they? And getting more. There's another gang member. Have you saw another gang member in here? Yep. And there's a red gang member. We are going full hard mode on this game, to be fair. I mean, this is... everything has been added. So, events, gangs, weather, the lot. Needs for staff, everything's in here. So, we will speed up to max speed, get the guards to shove, get the workers to shove these things in. Don't know why it's taking so long for them to put a couple of these phone taps in, but, you know, we'll see. The suppression effect, I reckon the suppression is because of our warden. He gives an overall suppression effect, like a global effect. However, it has to be that, actually, because it can't be the... it can't be the shotgun guys. It can't be the armed guards. Because we don't have them in the vicinity of the... damn it. Prisoners. And there's all the phone taps. We phone tapped it like that just so we can listen to more phones, and also when we expand it'll be... or if we expand it'll be useful. Right, so we now have a walkway for the dogs to walk faster, as you can see. Although they're not really walking that fast, but that's the idea anyway. We have a... there you go. CCTV placed over in that corner, which we will then connect up to said CCTV monitor. As you can see, though, this CCTV monitor can only have 6 connections. All CCTV monitors can only have 6, I believe. Or is it 8 these days? Oh, it might be 8. I think it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could have one more. We could have one more. There you go. We'll put one more in and we'll see what happens. I think it is that in total. Let's just have a quick look at our logistics and temperature. Still 46 degrees in here. Still toasty warm. I think it's the water boiler being open and just all the cookers together and everything else. I think it's like that. In terms of needs, we can see that actually, you know what? The food needs and stuff are being they are being fulfilled. Look at that. There's a medium need and a little bit of critical, but for the most part sorted, as well as the guards. So having this regime that we set before does seem to work out quite well. Excellent. I'm very happy with that. Because if it didn't work, it would be a bit of a nightmare. And we haven't even extended the kitchen. So everything is just good, apart from the 3 deaths we've had so far this episode. But, you know, gang members. Speaking of gang members, where the hell are they? We'll go to gangs, and we can see that, oh dear. We've got 2 gang members. We've got 2 blue and 1 red, and they're in this cell block. In terms of our informants, we don't have a potential informant here. We got stuff that we know is going to be flung in. You can see where it's been arranged and stuff. Look at that, all the way around the outside of the facility. We do need to work on that. I think we'll probably end up working something out. The way to do it, I think, would have to be really section off this part of the yard. Like, cut this part off, and then make sure they can't get access to this. But I don't know what to do. Doing that is a fairly big redo, because I think it's based on where the road is. Oh, it's based on this edge, it's 10 from the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whereas this one, it has to be 10 from the road, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish. So yes, we would have to section off a big chunk. It wouldn't be too difficult at all, really. It would just be annoying to do. Oh well. I'm just checking around. Instigators, gang members, quick, tough, extremely strong, quick. No snitches as far as I can tell, so that's what I'm really looking out for, or any ex-law enforcement, things like that. We're going to go to objects and over to weights bench because we don't have any weights benches in here, and I think it's important that we do put them in. What I'm probably going to do is have a concrete tiles. How do I want to run the tiles? Well, the tiles we're going to run, I think, around here maybe? Or was that going to be grass? I think I was going to put grass all the way around. So, actually, you know what? It should be fine. Weights benches, and then we'll just put weights benches in like that. Spend a bit of money on them, but it doesn't matter. There you go. A couple of grand there. 4,600, in fact. But important to do. Okay. So, max speed. Let's just check a couple of programs. We got pharmacological treatment to drug addiction on the go. 50% pass rate, which is very good. Foundation education program is on the go with a 4 passed on a 14% pass rate. That's not very good, but at least it's running. We can stop some of the kitchen safety and hygiene, although it does say several are interested, but what we'll have to do is start some more, reschedule all programs because it's just a bit iffy at times. And yeah, that's fine. Parole hearing is on the go. Spiritual guidance, we can run more than one. I think it is important that we do that. Workshop safety, a lot of people would be liking to do that. And then we've got some behavioural therapy, which is good to do as well. And we can't start any more for some reason. Why not? It won't allow us to start any more than one. And I don't know why, so I'll just stop that for now. We've also got guard taser certification, which we haven't got a taser rollout or guard towers yet. It would be nice to do that. We probably want to go for small cells at some point, or we definitely have to go for small cells for this. Snitch and ex-law enforcement again. Wow, okay. Essentially, if you've got gang... Where's the other death, then? Andrew Carver. She's been killed for a snitch. Ah, yes. Death in the chapel. Is that guy dead? No, he's unconscious. Unknown reputation. Yes, I reckon he's got... I reckon he's got some traits that we should be worried about. Or rather, some traits which we should be aware of. Wouldn't say worried about. Snitch there and ex-law enforcement. So it will change... Where is it? Snitch. Felix Mathwani. You can be a protective... Actually... Yeah, we can't. We got a problem. Protective custody won't work. Because we're maxed out on it. Okay. So it's going to have to be normal security. No, minimum. And lockdown permanent. We're going to have to work something out here because we are out of protective custody and we do need more. So I'm going to leave it there. Next episode, I was going to build this, which is our very high-risk cell block, but I'm going to have to work something out about this protective custody. So, as always, comments in the comments and we will go from there. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.